body, yeah, that's my Maserati going ham. No salami, that's your chick. If I like it, then I'm straight. Boat garden in a club. Where the bottles at
Everybody you see a tunnel, you know what you do with tunnels.
Yeah.
The reviewski of the.
So my multi-million-dollar buddy said I could do a review on his fucking epic E92 M3.
Well, this is my first ever car review. Doing it on Matt over here. You can put your face in. Matt's E92 M3, and as you can tell, it's not stock. There's a full F1 system, Initech exhaust on here, and as you can tell, it sounds good. Now the E92s, unlike the M4s, the E92s came with V8s, which I prefer 100% over.
I think it sounds so much better.
It sounds right. So the E46 was a 3.2 liter inline six, and then they switched over at the E92. They went to the V8 engines, which, like I said,
at the time it dominated, you know.
Well, I mean, at the time, with what was out there, I mean, even now, these cars handling wise, just taking it, like going back and forth like this. I drove it a little bit yesterday. It feels right, like it feels planted, and it feels like the steering wheel's nice and meaty, and it's something that is a driver's car. When you're in this, it feels like, you know, you can push it like around corners. Like when people say, like, with German engineering, there's something about a German car. The way they do it, they've done it right, and they've always done it right. I mean, look at Porsches.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? You look at a Porsche, you know, the same thing. It's when it's built in Germany, it was done right. And I absolutely love the styling of this car. There's nothing out there that's like it, especially for the price that you could buy these for. You know, you're getting a performance, almost supercar for nowhere near the price of what people are paying. The handling in this car, like, we've taken corners in this, and we've gone around, and you could take it almost faster than anything I've ever taken a corner in. You know, I own a Mustang GT. If I took a corner like that, I'd have been sideways.
In a crowd.
Or I would have been into a crowd. But it just feels right, and the seats hug you nice. You know, I'm not the biggest guy compared to, you know, someone of his size, but the seats they fit you right. It's comfortable, and I mean, it's a head turner when you're around. I mean, number one, with this exhaust as well. I mean, you can even hear it inside.
Was the valve?
Yeah, now with the Initech exhaust, the way that is it actually, now you can't hear anything. It's completely quiet. It's comfortable if you're going around town, or if you're, you know, driving through your neighborhood. You don't want to be too loud. It makes it so you can go either way. When you want to race it, you want to go full throttle, and you just kind of want to show off. Which in this car, why wouldn't you? You know, it makes it so that you can, and that's. I mean, the exhaust, it is a little expensive, but
you get what you pay for.
Exactly, you're getting what you pay for when you buy that. You know, but going back, he obviously doesn't have stock rims on here. What size tires do you have on here?
They're a little bigger than stock. It's not by much though. I think I just want to size up. I think I put 255s in the front and 275s in the rear. So it's nothing crazy. Just like one. I think stock is 245 up front and 265 in the rear. But 19s.
Whew.
So I didn't go too much bigger, just a little bit, you know.
Yeah, no, which is, it's nice. Like it fits. They don't poke out too much, and they look clean on this car. Because, you know, some people have done these cars up, and everyone has their own opinion when they do cars like these. But this was, to me, this is one of the best ones that I've ever seen out on the road. And it's still definitely one of the, just this sound just makes me happy. It just makes me smile and drive this car. Dude, I love it, man. It just sounds so good. Now with the E92,
Make a right on the light.
spec-wise, the 414 and 295 torque was originally, so he did an underdrive pulley on it, and that was after they dynoed it at 406.
Yeah, stage 2 tune.
And it's got a what on it?
It just got the stage 2 tune, and it's got just the exhaust and the underdrive pulley, and that's what it put down. It was 406.
So even with the stage 2 tune, that was the 406 of the wheels.
Yeah, all three of those.
So
yeah.
it's got plenty of power, man. It moves. I know people don't think that 406, but in a car that's like this, it's so well planted that just it wants to move. Man.
Puts the power down well.
Yeah, and the power band in the M3s, the power band it's pretty much all the way through. Builds power and it goes, man, and it hooks really well, especially with having a little bit of a bigger tire on there.
Yeah, they're not bad. I got the Continental DWs on right now. They're not bad. I had the set of Nittos before this. Obviously, they were a lot better, but I think I'm gonna do something around the Nitto area again. But I'm gonna wait till my other set of wheels. I might go down to an 18, run a little bit of a bigger tire on there.
What year is this?
It's a 12.
Even as a 2012, man, I know like people don't realize like that still was a couple of years ago. You know, we're in 2018 now. So he got it 2 years used. There's only 45,000 miles on it.
Right now, yeah.
Actually, really not. It's not that bad. 20,000 in 4 years. That's not bad. You can't go anywhere in this car and not be looked at. You know, you don't need. And it's nothing. He hasn't done anything crazy to the car. You know, it's primarily stock, besides different rims and an exhaust on it. Correct?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Appearance-wise.
Yeah.
And it's just a massive head turner. I mean, the exhaust doesn't help at all. But
Yeah. Like if you keep up with maintenance, you know, oil change.
Yeah, it's pretty much, these cars are pretty much, you know.
It's really solid.
For maintenance-wise, it's very low maintenance. I mean, if you beat on the car enough, obviously things are going to break. Anything breaks in a car that you beat on. But if you primarily take care of this car, you can push it pretty far. And, you know, you don't have to worry about your maintenance issues. You don't have to worry about always spending money or always being in the shop.
Because that's why everyone's, oh, it's so expensive in maintenance and all that. It's really not bad.
And with the Triptronic system, I mean,
yeah, this is
just a little blip. You could use the paddle shifters if you want to. The transmission is...
DCT.
The supercharged Mini Cooper just tried passing me up. Dude, it's a solid car all around, low maintenance. You really can't get a better bang for your buck.
No, I love this car. I mean, obviously it's not the fastest in a straight line, but at the same time, it's not made for that. Like
it's made.
I mean, a lot of people don't do the whole track day thing.
It's made. You know what? This car just to drive around town. You know, you're not breaking your back on every bump. The ride is extremely comfortable.
Yeah, the best of both worlds.
I'm falling in love with it just driving. Like I drove it yesterday and today, and I really am falling in love with this car. Anybody could get in this car. This is something you can hop in. And if you want to go race, you can go race. If you just want to go cruise for a little bit, you know, I mean, obviously pick up a nice looking girl in it as well. Can't complain about that. It's all together a well put together car. And now I understand. I never understood. You always get the hype of, you know, the BMW. Oh, everybody loves their BMWs or BMW drivers. Like, you know, they're hard felt on their cars. But after driving one just for a little bit, I can understand why. It's definitely a great car. If you ever have the chance to just kind of hop into one and take it around, you really need to, because especially with something like this with the exhaust. I want to get a little risky, but there's a lot, like the cops are everywhere today. Everyone's gonna find a downside to a car, you know what I mean? For whatever reason, this, that, oh, this is better, whatever. When a car has like everything between handling and power, you can't get much better for a price that you pay. The M series is just is really done right. And then of course having the V8, I love the V8. I want to do an LS swap in my 240. So having a V8, just that raw power and sound is just, there's something about it. You know what I mean? There's something about having that V8. There's a Ferrari.
Was that a 458?
That was a 458 Italian. Dude, it just feels so good. Instant power, like barely just, and that's rolling on. Wasn't even half throttle. it's just rolling onto a quarter throttle, and it's still just, it sinks you. I have a lot more appreciation for why people have BMWs and why they're so prized among most cars.
I have, you can set it to that. I have it set to like MDM.
I mean, everybody you see a tunnel, you know what you do with tunnels.
Yeah.
Come on.
Play your song.
What's up, guys? Unfortunately, I did not end the video off the other day when I was doing the review on Matt's car, which, if you can tell in the background, I am still editing. Huge shout out to TJ. He's the one that edited those clip of the BMW, of the shots that I took of his BMW. He's the one that edited that together. I am not good at editing compared to, you know, the way he edits is way better than my edits. And me and him are gonna be collaborating a lot more. He shoots a lot of cars, so you guys, if you're really interested, go check him out. You know, give him a follow, especially if you're coming off my channel, because he's gonna be doing a lot more of my editing. You guys are gonna meet him. I've never done a car review before. This is my first one, and I really enjoyed it. I actually had a really good time, you know, testing out the car and seeing the way that it handled and seeing the way that the car worked. I had an awesome time. So if you guys enjoyed it, please, you know, hit that fat thumbs up button down below and leave a comment if you guys think, you know, you think I was right with calling it almost a supercar. Or let me know if you guys have any suggestions on cars you think I should review that would match up to something like the BMW M3, you know, on top, or the M4. I really want to hear your guys' feedback, and I want to give a huge thank you to all of you who have subbed to my channel. I finally passed 100 subs, and that's not a lot to most people, but that is a lot to me, coming from a channel starting from nothing, not even in a year. And for you guys to sub to my channel is huge. It really is. It means a lot to me. And you know now that we passed 100, I'm shooting for 1,000. So, you know, share the video, tell your friends about it, you know, help out a new channel, and hopefully one day I can become a big channel. But I definitely appreciate it. I also, next week's video is going to be working on a 240. I finally got the dual caliper bracket in, and we are finally going to be able to hopefully set a hydro e-brake into the car. So that should be a lot of fun. Shameless plug, I finally got my sweatshirts in, which, yes, I know the season's getting a little warmer and it's probably not sweatshirt season, but they are a little bit thinner, but I finally did get with the SX logo, and I'll put up a picture so you guys can see the back of it. I'll have, if you guys are interested in the sweatshirts, I will have a link below going to my website, and you guys can check it out. It's on Wix. You don't have to buy anything. I would appreciate it if you guys do, because it helps me out to continue my build channel and building my dream that I want to build. So that being also said, I'm going to link Matt's Instagram, that's whose BMW it was, if you guys want to go check him out. Can't wait to move forward and keep going and building, and like I said, for the 100 subs, let's shoot for 1,000. That's what we're going for. So if you like the video and you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button somewhere over here. If you're subscribed and you like the video, hit that fat thumbs up down below. Leave a comment. You know, I always like to hear from you guys and hear your guys' opinions on what, you know, I'm doing. And like I said, go check out my Instagram, Matt's Instagram, and TJ's Instagram, as well as my website. I have t-shirts and hats coming up as well that will be dropping soon. So go check all that out. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.